Live, or Facebook. Golly, it's been a minute since I've been on Facebook Live. YouTube Live, that's where I am today. Goodness, it's late and I'm not used to going live at this time of the day, so I'm all mixed up on what in the world I'm talking about. So I got a little box of some goodies from Stampin' Up! From the, it's the March, I'm sorry, I'm moving my camera around a little bit, trying to get everything set up here so that hopefully you can see it as as nice as possible. So Stampin' Up! Has some new online exclusives that are coming out in March. So these will be available for customers to order beginning on the 4th of March. They're available now for demonstrators to pre-order. So if you have been considering taking advantage of that awesome joining special, now is a really good time to do that because you can add all these pre-order items to your starter kit. So yay. Well, I mean, not all of them. The ones that you choose, up to, well, depending on which starter kit option you choose, you can choose up to $125 worth of Stampin' Up! Merchandise, and then get the 2 packs of markers and the stamp set for free as an added bonus with your starter kit. Or you can choose the second option, which is to get $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Products in your starter kit for $99. Either way, starter kit's $99, and it's an awesome time to join. So if you've been considering it, hop in now, be able to get some of these awesome items on the pre-order, and yeah, then you can play with them a little early like we are. So I see Sally and Sherry and Danette and Kathy and Patricia and Susan and Myrtle are all here. So thanks everybody for joining. And of course, I was busy trying to make dinner, hurry, because I was trying to get ready for the video, and I cut my darn thumb. Just like, oh, and of course it's one of those where it's been bleeding like crazy. It's just a little cut, but I don't know, I must have just like cut it the right way that it's, yeah, every time the skin moves on it, it starts bleeding everywhere. So I got my little thumb all bandaged up, but so I don't make a mess all over my new goodies. So all right, so let's get started. Again, online exclusives, that is where these things are coming from. So if you haven't had a chance to go take a look at them, there are a lot of current online exclusives that are awesome new things, but these are new ones that'll be coming and will be available to order again beginning on the 4th of March. And before anyone asks, yes, I did pay for the overnight shipping because I always get asked that question. How did you get your stuff so fast? Mine is still in picking. Yep, well, I paid a bunch of extra to get the stuff here early so that I could play with it early. So, all right, so let's get going. So this is one of the new suites. And of course, I didn't bring the name of the suites. I don't remember what this one is called. I should look at the designer paper and maybe I'll remember the name of the suite. It's one of the 2 names of the paper. And of course, Botanical Texture Suite, I think, is the name of this one. I think. So, but anyway, so it is a suite of products where there's a stamp set bundle, embossing folder, ribbon, little dots, and 2 packs of designer series paper that are in the suite. Again, if you don't love all of it, you don't have to get the whole suite together. You can buy each piece individually. There's no special sale price or anything if you order the items individually, other than the bundled stamp set and dies. So you get 10% off if you order that bundle, but other than that, the rest of the items are all the same price. Okay. So let's get going. All right, Textured Notes is the name of this stamp set. Again, it's got really good sentiments in it, some pretty kind of greenery type images. I love these, which they look like kind of realistic looking wicker type basket kind of look, if that makes sense. So it's a botanical texture suite. Okay. Well, good thing Karen is here. She can keep me on track because, of course, I didn't print any of this out. I just hopped on and I'm like, oh, I'll just show them everything. So this is the, again, Textured Notes stamp set. It is very pretty. And like I said, I love the fonts and the sentiment. Love the images in this one. And then this is what I was probably most excited about in the whole suite. These are the Textured Notes dies, and yay, we've got some rectangles back again. And not only rectangles, these are kind of have the pretty edged rectangles. So this one's got kind of a dashed line, kind of squiggly look to that one. There are straight lines on this one, more dashes. So again, just kind of different sizes of rectangles. I love this one because we have a lot of long, skinny sentiments, and I'm forever struggling to find dies on those. So yep, happy to see that. Again, this is a bundle called the Textured Notes Stamp Set Bundle. Beautiful dies and a beautiful stamp set. So there you go. All right. I know, Danette, I'm really excited about the rectangle dies. It's been a minute. That's something that I feel like I'm always reaching for, but we don't have. And so I'm glad we got some back again. All right. These are the neutral matte dots, which is pretty much just what it says, neutral and matte. And pecan pie, basic beige, basic black, and then just white on the dots. And there are two different sizes. I don't know how many there are, a lot. I don't know if it says on here. Oh, 160 is what it says. So there you go. So that is part of the suite as well. This is the white 1/4-inch ribbon. Does it say what kind it is? I guess it just says 1/4-inch ribbon. So it's got a little bit of texture to it. I'll hold it up here and see if the camera can focus on it for a second, so you can kind of get a little bit of a feel for it. But it's a thinner ribbon, a little bit of texture on it, and it's really pretty. And it's one of those that will definitely be easy to color with blends or whatever it is that you want to use for your markers on it. Yeah, so it'll be a nice little ribbon to go with lots of different things. So, hey, Shannon, thanks for hopping in. Difference between the stitch rectangles in this new set. I have absolutely no idea because I don't have the stitch rectangles anymore. So if someone does, I'm sure that there's somebody out there who has them and can do a comparison. These, to me, from what I remember of the stitched rectangles, these look like they're narrower and longer, is my guess. And obviously they don't have the stitched edge on them. They've got the little more decorative edge on them. But other than that, I can't really do anything other than guess because I don't have the old set anymore. So, all right. We've got the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. And again, it's just corrugated. So it's kind of that lined look, and it'll give you like the little ridges when you do it. These are little narrower ones. So yeah, this looks like a good, like I said, kind of a good backgroundy type embossing folder. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, can't wait to play with that one. And then we've got the pretty paper packs. So this pack is called, I think I already said it, but the Botanical Textures 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, and the colors are basic black and white. And that's it. So it's just a black and white pack. Again, really pretty greenery images. This will be one that you can definitely color if you want to, or it'll look awesome if you just leave it black and white as well. So I will do the flip side of it here. And this is just sort of I don't know, it almost looks kind of animal printy to me, but I know that it's not really, but definitely kind of a animal printy look background is what I would say with it. I know the black and white is really pretty, and this is actually probably one of my favorite pieces in the pack because it's kind of a softer, almost watercolory look to it, but it's really pretty. So, all right, flipping it over, and this one definitely looks kind of like a watercolor type look on the back of it, or yeah, I'd say watercolor look, only it's obviously black and white. So. Then we've got another one with the greenery images on it. So again, this will be pretty. I did see a card sample that Stampin' Up! Made with it where they hand cut a couple of these. You can guarantee that I won't be doing that. But if you like that look and want a hand cut, this would be a good piece of paper to cut from. So backside of it is kind of got a swirly, whirly, whatever you want to call it look. So hey, glad that you're hopping in from Sholo, Arizona. All right, Melanie, thanks for joining. So I thought it said snow there for a second, and I'm like, snow, Arizona? Yeah, I guess there are some places in Arizona that do get snow occasionally. So, all right, got, again, some pretty greenery on this one. Flip side of it has kind of got a lined, it almost looks like tree bark to me is sort of what I think of when I see this, but just sort of a lined basic background type look. So yes, I was excited to get my stuff, and I actually thought about waiting and going live later this week, and I'm like, no, let's just do it. So, all right, got some leaves here on this one. Again, this is another really pretty sheet. And then backside, again, it's got kind of that lined look to it as well, which again, sort of reminds me of tree bark look, but maybe not really, kind of a little bit. So, hey, Darlene, thanks for hopping in. Glad you were able to hop in while I was live. All right, so then we got the final sheet in the pack, which is, again, just kind of these are so pretty to me, and I think it looks like they have so much texture and layers is what it looks like to me, even though it's a flat piece of paper. So, didn't there used to be a corrugated? Yes, a long time ago we did have a corrugated embossing folder, and again, I don't know the comparison. From what I remember of the old corrugated embossing folder, it was much bigger ridges. This one's pretty narrow little ridges. So, all right, so we got, again, just another sort of watercolory look, which is the final piece of paper in that one. Set that aside. And then these are really cool. I'm loving this pack of paper. This is the Woven Textures 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. The colors are Basic Beige, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Gray Granite, and Pecan Pie. And this one is, like I said, it's just kind of the wicker look, and it's looks like real photographs. I'm assuming these are for real pictures that have just been colorized to match the Stampin' Up! Colors. So I've got the really pretty wicker. And this pack is different. The other pack had 2 sheets of each design, 12 by 12, kind of a standard pack. This one actually has 3 sheets of each design, which I love because these will make great backgrounds. So I love having lots of extras on those because I use them all the time. So flip side, this one looks like the kind of wicker from a patio chair is what this one reminds me of. So I don't know if that's what it's intended to be, but that's what that looks like to me. And then we have this one, which again is another kind of wicker look design or woven look to it. And flip side of it is a little bit wider, kind of, again, like a basket, or I think I've seen pillows made like this. I don't think you'd lay it on this kind of pillow, but I think I've seen pillows like that before. And then we've got another one that's kind of a woven texture. And then the flip side has got kind of a linen look on it. It's a really light, I'd say maybe a little bit of pecan pie in there, but mostly white and maybe a little bit of beige. And then final sheet is this one that's got, again, just a texture on it. And then flip side, again, is kind of a woven look, or I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a name for all these kinds of fabrics, but I don't know what they are. So, but definitely pretty. So again, that is, gonna try to, I can't remember the name of it. Already I've lost track of it. Burlap. Yes, Karen. See, you know all the words, and I'm like, I don't know, it looks like a woven something. So that is what's the name of the suite again? I've forgotten already. Botanical Textures, I think, is the name of the suite on this one. Yes, Botanical Textures Suite Collection. So there you go. All right. The next one is a pretty floral suite, perfect for spring and summer. Well, really any time of the year, because you can always use flowers, but definitely perfect for spring and summer. This one is called Thankful Garden. That is the name of the stamp set. And again, some pretty floral images, some pretty sentiments in it. Got a hydrangea, and then whatever this kind of standard looking flower is. I don't know exactly what kind it is, but a pretty flower. And then there is a great set of dies that coordinates with it. So we've got a die that's going to match the 2 larger flowers, the little leaves, and then these look like they're going to cut out like the individual flowers. It's my guess is like this will cut out an individual flower in here. Say maybe these might cut out these. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I should have probably played around with it more than just throwing it on the table and looking at it. But it looks like some of these dies will cut out some of the smaller pieces, so you can kind of layer things up if you want to do a couple of layers with the flowers on it. So again, Thankful Garden is the name of the stamp set bundle, and it's got quite a kind of a bigger die set. Got a couple accessory dies in it as well, which is always nice to have those to kind of tuck in behind your stamped images. And this one also has the masks or the stencils with it. So these are the Thankful Garden decorative masks, and they're all layered up. So you've got your basic one you're going to do, and they're numbered again with the little notches so you know which way around they will go. So I actually looked to see if they would cut out any of the designer paper, just kind of did a quick glance. I didn't see any dies that matched up very perfectly. I'm not going to swear that there aren't any that would cut out the designer paper, but I didn't see any at first glance when I flipped through the paper and looked at the dies. I didn't see any that looked like they would match up. But again, I'm not going to swear to it because I haven't had a lot of time to play around with everything since I just got it. So, got this die and then, this mask, and then the second one adds a little bit more detail to both of the images. And then this one adds even more detail to both of the images. And then we've got the layered ones for the leaves. So again, the wider leaves. And then we've got the narrower or more detailed leaves that you can layer up and add lots of different shades of ink with that. So I love these masks or stencils. They work perfectly with our blending brushes, and they're so pretty. And these are going to be really nice with the layered up flowers. And I'm assuming that they'll fit over the top of the stamped image here as well. Just guessing on that one. But yep. And I agree, it does make coloring way easy when you can just over the top of it with your blending brush, and you're good to go. Also in this suite is the Fresh Freesia faux velvet ribbon. It's 1/8 inch wide, so it's really pretty, and it's got a little soft texture on it. I'll hold it up for a second. Hopefully the camera can focus on it for a minute if I hold it still. So it's got a little bit of kind of a velvet texture on one side. The flip side does not have the texture on it, so it's one of those that's only textured on one side. It's kind of a lighter white, a little bit of purple tint to it maybe on the flip side, but the pretty side is the one with the velvet on it. And then we have got the Starburst sequins, and I'm guessing Fresh Freesia, Daffodil Delight, and Basic White are the colors that I'm assuming these are. But again, I didn't look it up. Once I flip over the paper, I'll be able to tell you for sure. But they're pretty little sequins. They're kind of a little bit of texture on them. So again, I'll hold it up for a second, and hopefully the camera can focus on it, and you can see the little bit of texture that there is on these. And there are 2 different sizes. All right. Paper pack. This one is called Lovely Garden. So I'm guessing that's the name of the suite, is the Lovely Garden Suite. And this is 12 by 12 paper. Colors are Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry. So I was wrong on the yellow. It's Crushed Curry and not Daffodil Delight. Garden Green, Fresh Freesia, and Melon Mambo. So pretty colors. I love the blue flowers especially. So floral on one side, the flip side, I always love it when they do kind of a little bit more neutral background on the others. So, hey, no worries, Mary. Glad you were able to hop in. Again, kind of a soft, pretty floral on this one. Lots of green. The flip side has got black and white stripes. And then this one is really pretty with the kind of gray or black background on it with your pretty florals on it. And then the flip side is got kind of a crosshatch type, kind of sort of crookedy plaid maybe look to it with black and white. And then we've got, again, some just pretty green, shades of green on this one. And then this is Fresh Freesia with little tiny flowers in like a slightly contrasting color of Fresh Freesia all over this one. And then we've got, again, pretty flowers on this one. Love the blue in the background here too. And then polka dots, which is another one of my favorites. Always can use those, black and white polka dots. And then little tiny yellow flowers all over this one. And then flip side has just got your black and white leaves on it. So again, just pretty. Love having the black and white option that you can color if you want to, or leave it black and white, and that is perfect too. So again, that is the Lovely Garden Suite. So we've got the stamp set, the masks and the dies, and then sequins and the ribbon. And when you purchase the dies, I'm about 99% sure that comes together with a set with the masks. You can also usually purchase the masks separately, but I think when you buy the dies, I think they come together. But I'll have to go look that up again and make sure on that one. All right. Next up, this is kind of a fun suite, and it's different. I will say that. This is not one that I initially was immediately drawn to because it's not flowered and whatever, but I still liked it. It's just fun. The colors are fun in it. I love the little tags and that sort of thing. So this is the Tags to Go. Let me get some of this mess out of the way. Tags to Go stamp set bundle. So again, just kind of some fun images, and you can get the masks separately. Okay, Karen, thanks for verifying that. All right, so we've got, again, just kind of some fun little things. There's a welcome home, far away but close at heart. Life's detours are better with you. And then there's an enjoy. Today marks an adventure. We're going places. And then there's a little date one and a congrats. And then just kind of some images that coordinate with the paper and the dies, obviously. So these are the Tags to Go dies. And again, can always use little tags. I love these. This one looks like an old motel key. That's what that looks like to me. Got the old key and then the old kind of diamondy shape. Looks like an old motel key. And then this one, I'm assuming it will fold up. You can do a little flap with it. Then again, there's another one, looks like a lock and kind of a skeleton key, little hearts. So just a fun die set, again, called Tags to Go. Then we have got some Pack Your Bags twine. It's a 3-pack. And Azure Afternoon, Shy Shamrock, And this one is Strawberry Slush. And if you've been around Stampin' Up! For a little while, you're going to recognize that as a color that we had at one point, an in color, I think it was, back a while ago. I feel like it was when I first started as a demonstrator, so maybe like 12-ish, 13-ish years ago, something like that. I think that was one of the in colors back then. But we haven't been told officially, but I'm a little suspicious it might be coming back as an in color again. That's just my guess because it's in this entire suite. So again, just a rumor, just a whatever. I can't verify because I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm assuming. Next up, we have the on-the-go puffy stickers, and they're exactly what it says, like puffy stickers. So they're kind of cool, a little textured, a little thicker, and just some fun designs on them and fun colors on those. And all the colors, once I read them off at the back of the paper, the colors will all coordinate. But again, I don't know them off the top of my head other than these three. So also in this suite, again, you can purchase it separately if you want to, is the, what are these called? Suitcase treat boxes. And I put one of them together. And they're really cute. They're a little, I mean, again, I'd say probably 4 inches by 3 inches maybe, and about an inch thick is what I would guess. And then it's got a little top that goes on it like this. So you lift this out, and then top, it opens like that. You put the little treats on the inside of it. Actually, there's no adhesive on it. The boxes just fold together themselves, which it took me a minute. I had to kind of go look at the website and figure out. I got it all put together except for the top. I couldn't figure out how I was supposed to close it with this thing. But after looking at it for a minute out on the website, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to fold this down and tuck it inside here in the little slot, maybe. And then tuck these in the side slots. And that puts it together. So again, looks like a little suitcase, definitely really cute, and you can decorate them all up if you want to. It also works with blending brushes if you want to do that. You can, use some of these tags to decorate them. So definitely a cute little treat box. And then the final piece of this suite is called the On the Go 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So I'm assuming this is the On the Go suite because they usually name it after the designer paper. The colors are Azure Afternoon, Basic Black, Crushed Curry, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, and again, Strawberry Slush. So those are the colors in it. Lots of cute little tags on this one. I was going to pull the dies back over and see if any of these look like, I'm not sure any of these will cut. I don't see any that obviously look like they definitely will cut this piece of paper. But again, you can cut them up if you want to, or you can just leave it as a background if you want to. So a fun little piece of paper. Flipping it over, and the flip side looks like houseplants or what are they called? I'm drawing a total, clearly it's late. I'm drawing a total blank. What blueprints? There we go. Yes, blueprints, only it's green. So I don't know, are they then green prints? But whatever. All right. Then we've got another one that's got little suitcases and backpacks and things all over it in all sorts of different colors, little passports, umbrellas. Flip side is kind of just a plaid looking green. And then this one looks like one you could cut up and make backgrounds out of it, or if you were wanting to do some scrapbooking, these would be good scrapbooking pieces. So you can definitely, like I said, cut those up, use them for pieces with the Memories of More kits. The flip side is just kind of got your kind of little dashed look, I guess is what I would call it. And this one is the one that's got all the cute little old keys on it, so a whole page full of those. Flip side is kind of wavy. And then we have another one with a bunch of little tags all over it. And again, looking at the dies, these look like they're smaller than the dies, so I'm assuming it doesn't look like any of these will cut these out either. So, all right, and then the flip side has got the little, these are little hearts and dots. I don't know how well those show up on the screen, but it's a little, like every other one is a heart and a dot. So I'll hold it up and maybe it'll catch the light just right and you can see it, hopefully. And then this one's got globes and maps and the little signs all over it, and little cameras too. And then the plaid. So, all right. So again, this is called the On the Go Designer Series paper, and the On the Go suite with all of the fun little products with the dies and the stamp set and the cute little boxes. All right. Ooh, stuff is starting to tumble already. Okay, that's it for the sweets. Oh, I put these just out of my reach. Probably should have moved them a little differently, but all good. So these are some bundles. So this is the Tags of Thanks stamp set. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit high up on the screen. And then the hole punch assortment. And I love these little punches. Yes, we definitely need little hole punches. So this one's just a little 1/8 inch circle. This one's kind of a little, like a slot for a tag. And then this is also a little tag punch. So hopefully you can see those there. I'll kind of hold them still for a second. So I'm trying to get it so that you can see the center one with the little, that's got the little dot on it. I'll flip them over, but sometimes with the glare of the lights, sometimes you can't see those as well with the glare of the lights. So. But there they are. Again, these are called the hole punch assortment punches, and they're the little mini ones. And they are bundled together with the Tags of Thanks stamp set, which again has just got some cute little sentiments in it. And love the mix and match fonts on this one. So there you go. All right. Next one is the Pattern of Friendship stamp set bundle. Again, just kind of some fun sentiments in here. Family or friends of the family you choose for yourself. You bring me so much joy and laughter in my life. Let's keep in touch. Thinking of you brings a big smile to my face. So just kind of, again, a cute little stamp set, photopolymer, fun sentiments in that one. I love the big fat happy birthday sentiment as well. And then this is, I think it's called, Patterns of Friendship die. And yes, the punches are sold separately, Carol. So you can either get them with the bundle or you can get them separately. So this I actually saw a couple of sample cards made with, and one of them, it doesn't actually cut, it pierces more than cuts. So it just kind of leaves that embossed look on the background. And I actually saw a card that they made where they ran it through the die cutting machine this way, and then turned it like this and ran it through the die cutting machine again. So it made like a plaid look background. So it was really cool. And definitely this will be a fun one to play with, again, called Pattern of Friendship. This one is called Year of Flowers, and it's got all of the birthday month flowers in it. So again, just lots of pretty little flowers in here, and then sending a floral hug. Happy birthday. Hope your day blooms with happiness. And I couldn't have picked a better friend. So again, just a nice little stamp set. And then the coordinating Year of Flowers dies. So each little flower image has a little die that goes with it as well. And then here's one that you can use if you want to do a little framing on them, put 3 of them across the card front, that sort of thing. That would be cute. And then there are a couple little accessory dies as well. Again, this is Year of the Flowers. It is a cool die, Carol. So I can't wait to use that one. The background card are going to be awesome to do, backgrounds on your cards with them. So Peekaboo Forest is really cute. Especially if you have little ones, although you don't necessarily have to just send it to little people, but it's definitely cute if you have little ones around. So we've got the tree here, and then we've got the little critters that you can add in to the tree. So, you can put whoever you want peeking through the little hole in the tree. There's a branch you can stamp on it. You can stamp above, so you can continue to build your tree up a little bit. And then this is the bottom of the trees, or bottom of the leaves. So if you want to build it up and then put your kind of leaf look across the top of your card, you can stamp a bunch of little leaves on it, whatever you want to do with that. And then we've got the Peekaboo Forest dies that coordinate with it. So we've got the one that will cut out your tree trunk, the branch, all the little critters. This one cuts the opening in here. This one cuts the bottom of the leaves. And then this one will cut, if you wanted to cut a bunch of these and kind of layer them up and create a tree, the leaves, that'd be really cute as well. So again, Peekaboo Forest is the name of this one. A cute little stamp set. This one actually is one of my favorites, and it kind of reminds me back when I first started stamping. I had some stamps that were like this. I think it was a full lighthouse set. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but the images were pretty similar in feel, not in look, but in the way they felt. So it's a pretty little set called Framed Scenes, and this one's obviously a little road headed off into the trees. We got a tree house, a little cabin, or cottage, I guess. And then here's one with a bridge, and then the pretty lighthouse with it. So these will be nice. If you like to color, this one would be a great one for coloring. You could also stamp it, just do kind of neutrals, would look good with this. You can stamp and emboss, whatever you want to do with them. Definitely this will be a great stamp set for everything. But what I really love about it is the dies. So YouTube's, oh, all right. No worries. Glad you're joining us even from work. I won't tell anybody. All right. So we've got the framed scenes dies. So this actually cuts a little frame that looks like a frame, which I love that. And then there are a couple oval dies in here. And then again, this is just one that will kind of emboss rather than cut. So definitely a good one. It's kind of a simple little set of dies and really pretty images. And I think, oh, I should have done this beforehand, but there we go. Yep, all of the images will fit inside this die for sure. And then if you wanted to cut smaller ovals, you could definitely cut around. It cut off a little bit of the edges, but you can definitely cut around these with the oval dies as well. So, did you see the bridge one goes to nowhere? I don't know. I didn't even look that closely at it, I guess. I just saw that it was a bridge. So I don't know that it goes to nowhere. We just can't see where it goes. We'll have to use our imagination. So, all right. Again, framed scenes is the name of that one. Well, thanks for hopping in, Wendy. Glad that you're here. This one is a fun little set. This is a bundle called All Zipped Up. And again, just some fun sentiments in it. Zipping by to say hello, kind of haha, hoping your day is the best ever. And then just kind of some fun images. And then these are zippers for real zipper dies. So you could cut with designer series paper and then, cut a little bit of either white or silver or something like that and layer it over the top. All sorts of the stamped images you can cut out, or you can just stamp it on the paper. Yeah, definitely going to be a fun one to play with. I think this looks like a collar maybe. I don't know. I should have, again, I don't remember exactly how these were used in the sample, but All Zipped Up is the name of it, so it should be a fun one to play with. So, all right. And then the final bundle is called Fancy Borders, and it's just that, Fancy Borders, so it's pretty sentiments. I love the fonts in this one as well. There's a really pretty card that I saw out on the Stampin' Up website where they took this piece and they stamped it once like this, flipped it around and stamped it underneath so that basically it was stamped like this, and then like this, and then put the sentiment in between, so it's really pretty. You can cut out the stamped edges with this die set. So this one of these dies, I think it's this one, that cuts out your stamped edge here. And then again, there are just some pretty little edge pieces. And these, I believe, are 6.5 inches long. I believe that's what it said, somewhere in that range. So they will definitely cut if you wanted to cut off like a pretty edge on one of your cards. Sometimes the dies are a little short and they won't cut the whole edge. These look like they definitely will. So there you go. Again, Fancy Borders is the name of that stamp set bundle. And then the final little bit here that I've got is just a bunch of stamp sets and a Memories of More card pack. So these are individual stamp sets. This one is called Arched Wishes. And yes, it coordinates with the Everyday Arches dies that we have currently available as an online exclusive. So always love that one when we can get a little bit more, use them a little bit more. Although I'm loving those arch dies and using them like crazy anyway, but it's nice to have a couple more sentiments that'll go with it. And we got just some simple little birthday images in here. Again, Arched Wishes is the name of that one. This one's a fun one called She's the Greatest, and it's got all sorts of Mother's Day, mom, all sorts of the different ways you can say mom, depending on where you live at in the world. So there's some pet mom, pet grandma. There's a sister one on here. So just lots of fun mom type sentiments in it, and love that it's photopolymer, so it's quick and easy to be able to stamp with, especially if you're wanting to stamp and kind of create a little sentiment yourself with a couple of these mix and match. Love that you can do that quickly and easily. Again, with photopolymer stamp set, it's called She's the Greatest. And then not to be outdone by that, but we've got a He's the Greatest as well. So we've got the dad or the man version of the stamp set. So we've got uncle, brother, son, guy, grandpa, dad, Father's Day, all that sort of thing. So again, just a good one. Oh, glad you're hopping in from Minnesota. We're about to get some snow and yuck here. So, yes, Eek, I don't look forward to that. But we already have a 2-hour delay tomorrow morning for school. We'll see if we actually go to school tomorrow. I'm sort of suspicious they might be canceling it. So, again, this is a photopolymer stamp set. So, quick and easy if you want to mix and match the sentiments a little bit in here, too. We've got a background stamp called Painted Stripes, and it looks just like painted stripes. So this one will be one, if you like to use that marker technique where you take a Stampin' Right marker and color each one a different color. You can have a whole rainbow of colors. You can do it all as one color. So yeah, this will be a nice one, making some subtle backgrounds. If you're going to stamp it tone on tone, you want to do completely different colors, whatever you want to do with it, definitely a good one. And yep, like Sue says, a watercolor look to it. All right, Wooded Acres is the next stamp set. And again, just a really simple little one, which will make some nice backgrounds. We've got a little tree line here and then a little evergreen tree line there. So a good one. Photopolymer as well, so it'll be easy to stamp with if you want to stamp it across the background and that sort of thing. Definitely a good one. And then we have the You Are Remarkable photopolymer stamp set. So got some nice friend sentiments in here. So friends are the flowers in the garden of life. You are remarkable in every single way, and sometimes the simplest things mean the most. And then we've got the layered up or two-step stamping in here. So you've got your main kind of lined floral image that you can color if you want to, or you can be lazy like me and just do the stamping over the top. So you stamp your lined image, stamp the fill-in images for the flower, the greenery, and then the center as well. And then there's a cute little bee here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a cute little bee in there. And then just kind of a little, I think that's just a background image, a little dot of some, or a little square of some sort. So again, You Are Remarkable is the name of that one. I'm sorry, my nose is dripping. Goodness, yucky. All right, and then the final stamp set is called It's Okay, and again, just a nice basic one. Sometimes these are the hard sentiments that it's difficult to come up with a good way to say things, and I like it when stamp sets do that part for me. So again, it's called It's Okay, and it says, it's enough if all you do today is survive, and what can I do to help? Take your time, I'm here when you're ready. It's okay to try again tomorrow, and then there's an inhale, exhale, and then it's okay to sit and simply feel how you feel. So, and again, just some pretty butterfly, a pretty kind of greenery image, and then just some little dots. So just a nice, kind of a nice soft stamp set. So, all right. And then the final thing that I have is just to throw these all over, apparently. This is called the Remember This Moment, Memories and More card pack. And I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but just kind of give you a feel. Some pretty floral images, flip sides, more florals, greens, more florals, and then, ooh, that one's pretty. And then flip over, and there we go. And then, again, just a couple of kind of larger floral images. And then again, more florals, flipping it over. Got a little sentiment on that one. And then the final one looks kind of almost like a recipe card, and then flip side's got the pretty flowers on it. And it does give the colors on here. It says the colors are Basic Beige, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Very Vanilla. So there you go. All right. Well, that is all that I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you are not currently a demonstrator, now is a great time to join because you get the celebration bonus, and you can add all these awesome new things to your starter kit if you're interested in doing that. If you'd rather just shop, that's awesome too. Don't forget, Stampin' Up! Has added some more celebration items as free options with an order of $60 or greater. And I don't know if you noticed this, but there's this alphabet a la mode die set in here, as well as the Trusty Tools die set. I think this one's $42 normally, and you get it free with a $60 order. That you can pick it as a free option. So lots of good new things. Definitely take a look at those when you're putting in your orders. Then don't forget, I'm running a little ordering bonus where you get a free adhesive with an order of $50 or greater if you place an order between now and the 10th of February. And that's in addition to the normal $10 thank you gift that you're going to get. And you're also going to get reward points from me. And if you put the order at $60, then you get a free item from Stampin' Up! Too as a celebration pick. And then just don't forget to take a peek at those online exclusives. Got lots of current ones out there. And then we got all this new stuff coming up. Again, the new new online exclusives is what I meant to say, will be available to order starting on the 4th of March. So that's all. So again, thanks everybody for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll plan to be live on Friday around 4, or I keep saying 4 o'clock. Where is that coming from? Around 2 o'clock Eastern time, I'll plan to go live with the card project. Probably with something that I pulled out here tonight. So anyway, have a great evening. I will chat with